Amazon Prime star Jeremy Clarkson has slammed weather forecasters for spreading what he has described as green propaganda in his latest column. The Clarkson's farm presenter, 63, went on to explain that due to inaccurate weather reports, he and many other farmers had been forced to take a massive financial hit for absolutely no reason. Jeremy recalled how earlier this week, weather presenters had claimed an apocalyptic storm would arrive in Britain on Tuesday night. The former Top Gear host went on to explain how, due to predictions of weeks of torrential rain and gales, he had felt forced to harvest his crops even though they weren't ready because the moisture content was too high. "Yes, I'd have to pay £10 a ton to dry the grain after it was harvested, but better to take that hit than have the whole lot ruined by the storm," he wrote in his column for The Sun. Jeremy Clarkson warned he'll suffer agonizing death if he doesn't quit habit. News: "We worked tirelessly until 11 p.m. and when I finally crawled into bed, utterly exhausted, I noticed that all of my neighboring farmers were still out here, doing the same thing." The ex-BBC star went on to express his outrage when he had expected to see Armageddon the next morning only to be greeted by blue skies and a gentle breeze. So the farmers had brought in their harvest early and taken a massive financial hit that they can't afford. For absolutely no reason, Jeremy fumed. The farmer went on to speculate that weather persons feel duty-bound to jump on the bandwagon when it comes to warning the public of the dangers of climate change. Don't miss: Clarkson's farm's Lisa apologizes to Jeremy as she shares disappointing update. News: Clarkson's farm star Caleb Cooper too excited as he announces major change. News: Clarkson claims electric cars are dangerous in explosive rant. Latest: they feel compelled, when it's warm, to paint their maps dark red and talk about extreme heat. And similarly, to keep Greta and the Snowflake Army happy, they need to say when it's a bit chilly, that we will all soon be buried under a 20-foot snowdrift, he complained. They see their weather forecasts now as political weapons. Baseball bats which can be used to beat the oil companies into submission. And they'll mangle statistics if that's what's necessary. He then went on to beg weather forecasters to share the truth with farmers and to save their propaganda forecasts for people who need to turn the heating down. They think that the constant wrongness doesn't matter, because a wonky weather forecast only affects people planning barbecues, he stated. But to farmers, it bloody well does matter. Jeremy isn't the only media personality to take aim at weather forecasting recently, with GB News presenter Neil Oliver recently describing the use of weather maps as inexcusable fear-mongering. Listen to doom-mongers describe how you and I must live in the future, and watch how they live now. What a scam, he boldly claimed on his show. His sentiments were mocked by Carol Vorderman on Twitter at the time, who wrote, "Sometimes you have to laugh. I mean really you do. Now some talk show channel is calling the weather woke," she added with an eye-roll emoji. Sick. Express.co.uk contacted Neil's representatives and GB News for comment at the time.